This is an official test. This is an official test. Could be time delayed.
Well, look at it. See if you see me.
I don't.
You don't see me on the camera?
No. Wait.
There you go. I don't know if it's from the camera or from the mic. So let's see.
Here, I'll just stand back. Go ahead and stand in front of the camera again.
Yeah, it's just on. It is like probably a 30-second delay.
You could see it going up and down when I do this. This is an official test. This is an official test. Oh, look at the nice rugby mom bringing Gatorade.
Woo! He's got a Gatorade in there.
So far, we have 3 people watching.
I have until December 31st of 2025. Vegas married.
I don't hear it.
All right, good luck today.
Thank you very much.
Especially input.
Yep.
I have until December 31st of 2025.
This is a test. This is a test. You got a setting wrong on this thing? I see why. Well, here's my first question. Which one is channel 1 and which one's channel 2? Input 2. Cool. Okay. Throw that first button all the way down. The channel 1 select. Right here.
What do we do?
Go down. How about now?
I think it's just picking up on
The camera.
camera.
I just did something. Hang on, let me see what I just did.
Oh, you can still talk.
Get the live stream up?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
How's
doing, brother?
Good, man.
Good, good.
Because of yours.
I'll give Tristan 99% of all credit, but I'm going to take it. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good.
Finally
Yeah,
back in
it's
South.
trying to.
That's right.
Yeah, I gotta get a scaffold. Put us
Okay.
up higher.
Well, what's up? What are you doing?
Used to have a hunting stand there, so that was the best way to go.
Also, our men's soccer team is playing Orlando City today.
Really? They're playing the
B team, yeah. Yeah. In Orlando, in Osceola County.
Good for them. That's pretty good. Good for them.
Who's the national team playing? You bringing him with you? That's not a good thing for us. Or we did that last year too.
to go back at least. It needs to be at least a year apart. So like where the back of it is, that's where I put the front.
Okay.
That'll be okay. Not ideal, but good hand player.
Yeah. Or a line out or something.
Just as if they were flagged.
After every time we scored, can I pop a horn? Yeah, like first horn.
Super solid. Oh my.
Sure use the camera audio.
Yes, so man. I mean,
And you can hear things from us.
yeah, you can just talk right next, right here.
And I'll just shift it.
Yeah. It's mine.
get the mic where you
No, the camera's working. No. Fuck, man. You do it.
I made it not kid friendly.
You fire, that's normal.
Let's just take this out. Maybe don't ship over. Get the whistle.
Need a hand?
We're supposed to twist. You do. You're supposed to twist now.
Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Florida College Rugby. It has been quite some time since I've said those words, but I am happy to be back on the live stream. UNF hosting Embry Riddle, a brand new team here in the FCC. Looking forward to this matchup as we get ready for kickoff as Embry Riddle kicks this one to the home team. Let's take a look at those starting lineups for both teams. We'll start off with Embry Riddle, Jack Miller, Justin Prutz, Ryan Powell, Cam Aksu, Thomas Keenan, Gage Wick, Cam Konjelko, Peter Rouget, Kyan Spate, Tajun Lucas, Hayden Harvey, Reed Erickson, Thomas Aurelio, TJ Dunford, and Kevin Quigley are on the Embry Riddle side as this kickoff is caught by UNF close to the 10-meter line. They're going to send it up with the forwards over to that far side. As for the starting lineups for the Deadbirds, we'll see Sheldon Jones, Christopher Friend, Gabe Gonzalez, Levon McGee, Arthur Barbosa, Zane Canada, Caleb Griffin, and Connor Kurak over at the forwards. Eric Lioli is your 9 for today. Luke Clements over at 10. For the rest of the backs, Christopher Newton, Robert Lee Setzer, Jason Martin, Terry Talisma, and Brayton Garrison wrap it up. And here comes Gabe over with the ball on the near side. Here comes the pass over to Arthur. I'm going to try my best not to mix both of them up this year.
Hey, stay on the line. Stay on the line.
Lioli gets this one to the 10. It's taken by Martin, tries to find a hole. Martin, he's still on his feet trying to make it to midfield, gets it across the 10. He's going to be brought down and rucked by Clements. Griffin, he will go up with the pod. Rucked. This one goes up, and no whistle. That ball just laid there for a second. We'll hear the first stoppage of the game. It'll be knock-on called against Embry Riddle, so we'll see the first scrum of the game. Keys to this matchup, Embry Riddle, they've done a good job athletically. We're going to take a look at those wings, Harvey and Dunford, who have done a great job so far this season. As for the Deadbirds, they're going to stick with their pattern and try to expose some of these holes, if there are any. But for now, we'll see a matchup between the scrummies, or excuse me, between the hookers. It'll be Christopher Friend against Justin Puitz. Big push there by Embry Riddle. Ball gets all the way back though, and it'll be taken by the Deadbirds, who send it back down the back line. This one bobbled again, picked up, and the sir is going to whistle it. It looks like he's going to call it a forward pass.
Let's go.
So just as quickly as North Florida got the first scrum down, Embry Riddle's going to look to reply with a scrum down of their own.
Hey, you can take that guy, right? Yeah, okay, cool.
Both teams faced each other earlier in the year during the preseason. North Florida took it from Daytona 28-13. We'll see if some of the mistakes on both sides come to repeat itself. Embry Riddle's going to win it, and they are going to have it held by Lucas, and he will go into the tackle immediately by the captain for North Florida, Kurak. This one goes back. It's picked up again by Lucas. Ball rolled out of the ruck on accident. Sending it over to the hooker, who's a Lauren Puitz. And North Florida's going to try and pick it up. They're not going to be able to get to it, though, and it'll be picked up again by Embry Riddle. And this one's stolen back by North Florida, and they will go the other way with it. Looks like it's advantage against North Florida as well. Possibly holding on to the ball through the ruck is my guess on the call. This one going to be sent all the way down. Here comes the kick. And this one, a slow roller, is going to be picked up, and advantage is over. Taken now by Dunford. Dunford, he laterals it. It's bounced, and it looks like it'll be a knock-on.
Let's go, boys.
And we will see a scrum over by the North Florida bench. Only within the first 5 minutes, we're already seeing 3 scrums, 2 for North Florida, 1 for Embry Riddle.
Hey, Tony.
I thought I was on this side. I didn't even see it. Yeah, just go around to the other side.
Crouch bind set, the call by the serve, the put in by Lioli. Big push by Embry Riddle. Noticing, though, those inside players for Embry Riddle were going down, and North Florida's going to win it. This one going down to Setzer. Setzer, he's going to hold on to it. He's going to get a late pass over, and here comes the rush by Garrison, and we'll hear a whistle. And it'll be a forward pass called again against North Florida. Second time they've been called for that today, and it will be the second scrum for Embry Riddle. The ball carrier there, Braden Garrison, a junior kinesiology major. And now we'll see scrum down by Christopher Friend, a senior secondary social studies education major. Got to admit, it's kind of ironic going from a game such as this with rugby into education, but hopefully he can help inspire the next generation of rugby players. Big push, and that one quickly sent back by Embry Riddle. A good scrum there, and that one is going to be kicked all the way back to North Florida territory. Bounces off the leg of the North Florida player, and now taking it up is Talisma. Scary Terry Talisma gets in, and taking it was the scrummy Lioli. He's going to be met immediately. And now North Florida going to need to set something up. Friend will take it. On a direct carry, he will get sent down. Expect another no. Lioli now back up. Griffin going alone. Griffin with no one there. He goes up. And he gets it over to Kurak. Kurak looking for Martin. And Martin will finally go down right near that North Florida sideline. The pass over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez running sideways. Barbosa with him. Barbosa in a dogfight with it. Bad pass there by Lioli, and we'll hear a whistle, and it looks like it'll be a knock-on against North Florida. So just like that, we will see the third scrum for Embry Riddle, and just like that, we will also see a sub come in for Embry Riddle.
I think so.
And looked like the 10, Taiwan Lucas,
Too late.
will come out. So that's the 10. So we'll see who subs in. Looks like number 18, Simon Tarabia is now in the game for Embry Riddle. We'll see how this affects their back line.
Hey, Kevin, you say why? Yeah.
The sir making sure the scrum is done in a safe and orderly fashion. Inside the North Florida 10, big push there by the Deadbirds. And it's going to be a collapsed scrum, but not in time as Embry Riddle will take this one up. Here comes an attempt to tackle, manages to shave one off. North Florida pushing it back, and it'll be a tackle. This one out of play. In comes Erickson. And it was taken by Spate. And not releasing called against Embry Riddle, so we will see, surprisingly enough, the first penalty of the game. We've seen, if I'm not mistaken, 5 or 6 scrums, but no penalties between both teams. And now it'll be taken by Luke Clements, who's looking to boot this one out of bounds. And he does it beautifully, so that one goes in touch. And that'll be a line out, first one of the game for North Florida. Looks like the lineout is going to be in between the Embry Riddle 10 and 22. Back line for Embry Riddle is over by the 22. North Florida starting the staggered line over at midfield. This one going to be a good line out for North Florida. That one stays straight, and down the back line go Deadbirds. Good loop, and a 2-on-1 forming. Here comes the Deadbirds the other way. Holding it is Garrison, and he may have gotten the pass off to Talisma. Couldn't tell, and that one is going to go out of play, in touch. And just like that, it'll be a line out for Embry Riddle. You're noticing both teams, they're pretty much matching each other so far. Whenever North Florida gets a scrum, Embry Riddle's going to force something that gives them a scrum. Whenever North Florida gets a line out, Embry Riddle pushes this one back. So good job by both teams trying to match up. For Embry Riddle, though, they are now backed up to their own try line, so you may expect an exit kick to get them a little bit of room. That one uncontested. North Florida will get this one back straight to the 10, and he's going to boot this one straight out of play. And that one almost hit the Embry Riddle broadcast crew.
Way to be there, Terry. Terry. Going in.
You see a line out now for North Florida. Throwing it in is the captain, Connor Kurak. He's a junior data science major, and a good line out again for North Florida. Good line out so far for both teams. Griffin going up. He's going to get tackled right away, and needing the ball was Embry Riddle, but not in time. And there goes Martin. Martin using that elusiveness as made so good. He gets the dump off, and who is it? And we got a try. First one of the game, and it looks like Luke Clements will get North Florida on the board. It is 5-0 Deadbirds. The good thing about North Florida, you can see them trying to get the passes off. This is something they worked on in practice, just getting the ball out, trying to reduce the phases, just continue passing the ball. And Clements, the benefactor, the great one. And now we will see Lioli, Eric Lioli, the 9, to try to add 2 more to a 5-0 lead for North Florida. But you can also hear those North Florida players as they're at the 40. They're trying to say, hey, it's 0-0, keep this one going. This kick is up, and it is going to be good for Lioli. Eric Lioli, a junior behavioral neuroscience major. He listed his hobbies as he works. So he can, with his hobby being that he works, I'm sure that he really wants to work on his accuracy with kicking, and so far he's 1-on-1 on the day. It is 7-0 North Florida here in the first half, and we'll see a kick there by Dunford, and a good catch made by Garrison. Garrison going to go straight into tackle. He gets right back up and finally gets brought down. Leoli to Griffin. And that one booted away. That one may have gotten kicked. And here comes a straightaway there taken by Friend. Friend over to Setzer. Setzer looking for the pass, gets it to Barbosa. Barbosa tried to find Terry Talisma. Good ideas there for North Florida. They just kept running out of space. And that one goes out of bounds, and it'll be a line out for Embry Riddle. Line out going to be by number 2, Justin Puitz. And this one going to the backside, that second pod. And a great line out there for Embry Riddle, taken immediately back by Puitz, and he is tackled. Taken by Christopher Friend, and he will be called going into the ruck, so it'll be coming in from the side. So it's going to be a penalty called against North Florida. Embry Riddle, they may look to get a little bit of space with another line out. So far, both teams have yet to steal a line out from each other. Here comes the kick. And this one going to go all the way out of play and out into the trees as well, over the fence. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm an announcer and not the camera guy. On camera is Coach Pete. The kick there was by TJ Dunford. You see another line out by Puitz. Both teams will go up. That one unintentional, and it's going to be knocked backward, picked up by Erickson. He looks for the pass, gets it to Lucas, and this one going down the line. Big hit there by North Florida, and that ball is going to go rolling out of play, and it looked like Christopher Newton just absolutely hit one of the Embry Riddle players. Couldn't quite see who that was from over here, but he did enough to disturb play, and that ball is going to go out of play and in touch, so we will see another line out for North Florida. Lineout's going to go to that second pot. Another great lineout for North Florida. I spoke a little too soon. That one not straight. So for the first time today, we will get the not straight call against either team. So I believe this is going to be Embry Riddle ball. And it actually looks like the Sir is going to let this one play again. So back over to the in-touch line goes Connor Kurak. We see this one again. Almost a steal there by Embry Riddle, but North Florida takes this one back. Clements trying to pass the Setzer. He's unable to come with it. He finally picks it up, passes it over. 2-on-1 forming. And an attempted pass there by Garrison, but he wisely hangs on to the ball. Griffin.
Spread out!
This one heading to the 10. And over to the 1. Big man Sheldon Jones, who keeps rumbling and tumbling almost over to midfield. Martin gets the pass over to Setzer. That Martin-Setzer connection is going to be the key between success and failure for North Florida. Setzer manages to get the ball into Embry Riddle territory, taken by Griffin. Griffin will be brought down. We'll hear a whistle, and it looks like it was a delayed penalty against Embry Riddle.
High tackle.
And the Sir, Mr. Bruce Swallow, is going to indicate it was high tackle, so we'll see Clements boot this one out of play. That one up, and that one I think went all the way down to the 22.
Onto the car.
Here comes the line out again for North Florida off of the delayed penalty. Kurak, this one another great catch, and you will see a maul right away. And Canada with the ball. And Embry Riddle didn't even try to get on that one. The pass there attempted for Barbosa. This one all the way down and trying to reel it in is Terry Talisma. And that one goes out of play and in touch. So it'll be another line out for Embry Riddle. I think that's probably the second or third time we've seen that so far. And I don't think necessarily it's Talisma's fault. You just have to coordinate where that pass is going to be. You don't want to throw it to where he is now. You want to throw it to where he's going to be. But that's difficult to time as well, especially if you're trying to speed up or even slow down depending on what the defense is doing. Second pot again, and we'll hear a whistle. We'll see what the call is. Sir bringing in Connor Kurak. It looks like we'll see another line out. I'm not quite sure. This is the second time we've seen that so far. And I'm not sure what the call is, but it looks like Kurak is actually going to get the ball. So it's now North Florida line out. And I'm being told it was not straight. North Florida's going to win the line out. That one going back to Griffin. Griffin, he's looking to hang on to the ball. He's finally brought down across the 22. Here comes another pod, taken this time by Canada. Probably the only person who's happy about the Four Nations result. And this is going to be a big push there by Gonzalez, and it'll be a penalty against North Florida, and taking it right back is Embry Riddle. 7-0 to score so far between the Deadbirds and Embry Riddle. And this one's going to be kicked out of play into a tree and caught by a fan sitting in a chair. And we'll see the line out over right inside North Florida territory, right by midfield.
Go, boys. Discipline. Discipline.
Line out for Embry Riddle. And that one almost stolen again by North Florida. Embry Riddle will win it, taken immediately by the 9. And looks like North Florida got the steal on that one, and taking it immediately is Sheldon Jones, who gets a lot of room and puts North Florida back into attacking territory. Leoli to Clements. Clements over to Setzer to Martin. Martin with a hole. Martin looking to get past it. Martin the pass over to Garrison. Garrison, he'll hang on to it. Garrison makes a man miss, and Garrison is going to go over and he'll put it down, and just like that, it is 12-0 North Florida. What did I say earlier? Those passes are the key to scoring for North Florida. The more they pass, the more they score, and just like that, it is 12-0 North Florida. Leoli getting ready to kick this one again. He's going to have a little bit of an easier chance with the ball almost dead center by the goalpost. He's 1-1 for the day. Leoli, he'll hang on. Leoli, he'll kick it, and that one is up and good. Make that 2 more for North Florida. 14-0 game. Something that I'm hearing from a lot of the guys here in North Florida is that there may be a little bit of good luck on the side of the Deadbirds, or I should say the Ospreys, as it just so happens that right behind us in a telephone pole is an Osprey nest, and the players seem to get excited whenever they hear that bird chirp. Swoop. Here we go again, the kick by Dunford. A high, towering one, caught by Kurak, who's met immediately. And he's going to get tackled after being hit in the air. Gonzalez almost has this one stolen away. And it'll be played off of a delayed penalty for hitting in the air. And a Eagle player slow to get up. He does manage to get himself up, so no stoppage in play. 14-0 to score in favor of North Florida. Here comes the kick by Clements. That one, a long one. And he'll stay in play before bouncing out. That went all the way down past the Embry Riddle 10. But it'll remain North Florida ball. Picking it up is Kurak. So far, no team has stolen, and they won't yet. Clements to Setzer. Finds Martin, back to Setzer. Setzer hanging on to the ball. Setzer gets the pass to Garrison, and we will see a ruck on that near side. Rioli to Griffin. Griffin, he'll pick it up. He hangs on to it, and Barbosa will ruck. Clements to the pod, taken by Gonzalez. Gonzalez still moving his feet, finally brings it down. See another pod taken by Griffith. That one bounces, picked up by Kurak. Another pass there. And we will see a forward pass call against North Florida. You know, when the passes work, they really work. But sometimes you can see that little bit of ambition by the Deadbirds as they're just trying to get this ball away. They have to keep in mind where they are, who they're passing to, and where they're located. And just like that, it's been a little while since we've seen a scrum. Both teams starting to get a little tired out here in the first half, so we'll see if Embry Riddle can take this one. May expect a kick if they're inside their own 22. So here comes the pass, and here comes the windup, and there goes the kick. And going under it for North Florida is Garrison. And Garrison got it back to the 22. A good pass there to Griffith. North Florida trying to set up their back line. They're going to have to hang on to it, though. Taking a step by Gonzalez on the forward pack. The pass, Clements to Setzer. Hangs on to it, and it's a hang on to it. And Setzer just dancing away with this one. And finally gets the pass off and taking it through. Looked like Christopher Newton. This one taken up again by Griffith, and he's going to have to hang on to it. And almost losing it. North Florida has to be careful. They have to be there with the man. Taken again, this time by Canada. And Canada so close, but so far. Taken by the big man, Jones. Jones, he's pushing it ahead. And just like that.
Oh, come on.
No try, Jones.
God damn.
The earth almost shook on that one. The question is what happened. My guess is he went out by accident.
Held up. He was held up in the try zone.
Correction, I'm being told that Jones was held up in the try zone. Good defense there by Embry Riddle. Goal line dropout by Embry Riddle goes out of play. And a great play there by the Embry Riddle broadcast crew to keep that ball from hitting his computer.
Good defense all around. Yeah.
Line out for North Florida. Kurak wheels this one back. Both teams trying to determine what they're going to do. I'm expecting that back pod for North Florida, and they get it right there and good. The pass to Clements, a little bit behind. Clements to Setzer. Setzer going to hang on to it again, trying to pass it ahead, almost bobbling it is Garrison, and taken now by Newton. This one being shoveled back. Finally a good push back taken by Griffith. Griffith. He'll move up ahead. This one pops out a wind-up pass there. Not taken, not intercepted. And Canada loses this one again. It'll be picked up by the Eagles. A good pass there by the Eagles. They continue to pass it. And Kurak will bring down number 11, Hayden Harvey. Good steal there off of the bad pass by North Florida. Big man gonna steal this one back. Look like Jack Miller. Here comes another pass. Makes a man miss. And finally being brought down. And North Florida's just gonna storm. No hands called against North Florida. And here comes a big boot taken backward. And taking it now is going to be Garrison. Garrison hanging on to it. Garrison has Scary Terry to his left. He'll hang on to it himself. And he's not going to release it, so it'll be a penalty for the Embry Riddle Eagles.
Got about 15 minutes, if that.
Here comes the kick out of play and in touch, and we'll see a line out over by North Florida 22. That's probably the closest we have seen Embry Riddle so far to the North Florida try line. Still a 14-0 score in favor of North Florida in the Battle of the Birds. The Deadbirds, the Ospreys versus the Eagles. See another line out by Puitz. He winds this one back. Looking for that second pod. And that one going to be fired and taken by North Florida. Friend over to Kurak, over to Clements. He gets it to Griffith. Griffith hangs on to it, winds it back. That one going all the way back, taken back by Clements. Clements. And in for support for North Florida is Garrison. Good steal there off of the too high line out by North Florida.
Forwards! Get there!
Canada tackled immediately. And here comes an almost kick. Here's a kick by Martin. That was going to go out. That one's staying in. And a one pop.
At the 50.
And that one almost hit the camera.
Yeah, it is.
Outside the 50, gentlemen, outside the 50.
Good, Riddle, good. Let's go, boys.
So we'll see a line out right close to the 50. It's pretty much right down the 50 for Embry Riddle. This one tipped by North Florida, taken back though by the Eagles. Tackle there, taken by Harvey. Harvey, he'll hang on to it and he'll be tackled. This one tipped ahead off the pressure by North Florida, taken by Dunford. This one going the other way, a pass inside. And this one going backward again, North Florida trying to keep it going. We had an injured Eagle being tended to by the trainer right away, taken again by the Eagles, who are just going one-on-one with the Deadbirds. And finally being brought down as the Eagles. That was Rouget.
Go, Tommy! Good, Tommy!
He didn't release!
Embry Riddle gets it into the
Defense! Run defense! Run
defensive zone, was stolen again by North Florida, and taking it is Sheldon Jones, who's just rolling, rumbling, and tumbling. And I think North Florida may have a new big pad. The backwards pass to Martin. Martin, he'll just stand there. And here comes the pass, the 2-on-1 between Kurak and Terry. Scary Terry trying to make a move, look for the offload, but he'll go down.
Look for him!
That one out of play, fell down again by North Florida, and a pass by the 10, Clements.
Look for him, nice and easy, boys.
Coming out of play now, coming out of the Ruckus Leoli. This one, 3-on-1 forming. Friend, he's hanging on to it. He gets the pass over to Newton, and Newton will get tackled. A 3-on-1 opportunity there for North Florida. They needed to get the quick passes off, and they could have made it a 19-0 game. But they're unable to do so. This one taken again by, it looks like Griffith. This one looking for the back line. Setzer. He'll hang on to it. He gets tripped, before passing it again to Clemens. Over to Scary Terry. Scary Terry, he'll make one miss. Scary Terry, is he in? And the serve's going to say no. And here comes a quick play by North Florida, and he's not in. That's going to be... Looks like another try for North Florida, trying to see who's there. We try to confirm who had that try for North
I think it was
Florida.
Connor. Connor, I think. Yes, try.
For Kurak.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
it'll be a try for Connor Kurak, who comes out of that one a little bit banged up. But it looks to be worth it, as I think he just got a try on the board for Connor Kurak, the captain. The offloads have been effective for North Florida, but I think they're starting to get a little too cheeky, a little too liberal, so to speak, with these offloads. I think they need to tone it back and maybe just stick to a few forward pods. Yeah, very difficult kick now for Lioli. Over by that left side, Lioli's kick is going to sail wide. So just like that, it's going to be a 19-0 game for North Florida.
Eric, keep rolling, baby. Keep rolling.
Less than 10 minutes to go in the first half. Another kickoff back to North Florida, taken again by Kurak, who just scored. Kurak, with some speed, gets the pass over to Griffith. Griffith hanging on to it into Eagle territory. Griffith going to hang on to it and trying to get in. And stealing it is Martin, and stolen back by Dunford. Here comes the take by Erickson. And almost stolen back again by North Florida. But hanging on to it is going to be Rouget. The pass over to the big man with a big number. Who is that? Looks like number 16, Shabala. And we will see a penalty now against Embry Riddle, and North Florida is going to take the ball. We saw last week that North Florida didn't really want to take those penalty kicks. And it looks like they're going to convert, and here comes... Looks like they're going to do it again. No T for North Florida. They're going to elect for the line out. I don't know my feelings on this one. You're up 19-0, and I understand the bonus point situation, which we will definitely get into during the second half. But then again, you're already up 19-0. 3 extra points puts you up 22-0, which is 4 possessions. So you really have to play that math game. Personally, the conversion kick the penalty kick would have been the right choice. But hey, if North Florida can convert here, it'll be worth it in the end. This one right next to the Eagle try line. And second pod is going to work, and that one bobbled, picked right back up. Kurak, he's going to look to get in. Kurak pushes this one behind. He'll be intercepted by the 15, Kevin Quigley.
That's why you go for the penalty.
And here comes the kick from the try zone. Goes all the way back, and it'll be taken by Garrison. Garrison over the 10. Garrison going far side and near side. Garrison hanging onto the ball, and we will hear a whistle and another penalty against North Florida. Looked like shepherding was the call, and taking it now is the 14, Dunford, who gets the pass over, and here comes Embry Riddle, Reed, Erickson all the way down, and Erickson will score. No more 0 for Embry Riddle, and they get points within the last 10 minutes of the first half, and it is now 19-5 Embry Riddle. Something you hear in practice often when you're a rugby player. Off of the penalty, take the ball and go. And that's exactly what Embry Riddle did, exposed a few holes, got a good pass off, and just like that, they push it within 2 possessions. Well, it may be 19-5, but it's going to be a very hard conversion kick for what looks like number 14, TJ Dunford. Haven't seen him kick yet today. Maybe he has an accurate leg. Dunford's kick, that one high, and that one just a little wide. A good opportunity there for Dunford. Probably the best kick I've seen this game from the corner. Score remains 19-5. With roughly 4 minutes to go in the first half.
Come on, Deadbirds, let's go. Get the ball back.
The kick there, that one's going to sail
Grab it.
high. It's going to wait, and it's going to be caught by Griffith inside the 10. So we will see either a redo of the kick or
Caleb,
a scrum.
drop it.
And it's going to be a scrum at the halfway line for the Eagles.
Let's go, boys. Big push.
Crouch line set by the Sir. Quick kick back, and it'll be taken immediately by Embry Riddle. Putting it in looked to be Erickson, and trying to take it away now is Lucas. Lucas, with a full head of steam, manages to make one miss before finally being brought down. North Florida with the push, looking for the counter ruck. And stolen back by Griffin. Griffin on the near side loses the ball again. It'll be dived on by Embry Riddle, hanging on to it again. They play a little bit of patty cake, a light kick, bobbled around, picked up by Garrison. He'll pick it up, and I'm definitely curious to see what the Sir calls this one. And it'll be a penalty against Embry Riddle. One of the fun things about rugby, one of the greatest nicknames I've heard for this sport is it's organized chaos. The key there is supposed to be organized. When it's unorganized, you get plays like that. The kick there by Clements goes in touch over by the Embry Riddle 22. North Florida looking to take some of that momentum back, possibly get on the board here, possibly get another try on the board here, I should say. With just under about 3 minutes to go. Karak, the line out to the second pod. Good catch taken. Lioli over to Clements to the back line. Setzer over to Martin. They hang on. And Scary Terry's going to bobble it again. And that'll be a knock-on call against North Florida. And that'll do it for the first half. Lots of mistakes made between both teams. But North Florida has the lead 19-5. We'll be right back. Clements getting ready to kick off the second half between North Florida and Embry Riddle. Is a 19-5 score between the Deadbirds of North Florida and the Eagles of ERAU. And here's the kick by Clements. This time will go 10. Bobbled a little bit and going to be bounced like a Gaelic football, but picked up by the Eagles, who send it back, taken now by Puitz. Puitz alone, and Gonzalez trying to steal it away. He doesn't release, and he'll get called for it. So just like that, first penalty within a few minutes. And North Florida, after a strong talking to, will take the points. They're also trying to take momentum back after that ERAU try. ERAU, they got a little bit of hope, they got a little bit. And here comes another pooch kick. And they'll be taken and kneed down in the try zone. This one going all the way down. Bobbled a little bit, taken by Embry Riddle again. Embry Riddle, long pass over, trying to find the offload. Embry Riddle, they'll hang on to it, passes it inside. Embry Riddle gets a hit, that one. Terry stays in bounds. Talisma will be picked up by Gonzalez. Gonzalez runs a man over before getting down himself. Lioli to Clements, taken by Canada. Canada to Setzer, who passes it to Martin. And a little bit of a discussion there. Looked like the pass may have gone forward. And it looks like the sir is going to say yes, that was forward. So we'll see the first scrum of the second half. Let me tell you a little bit about the standings right now for the North Division and FCC Men's Division 2. UNF currently sits 5 points behind Eckerd, who is currently 2-0-1. Both teams played each other for the first game of the season, where they tied 15 apiece in St. Pete. Now, Embry Riddle lost to Eckerd 2 weeks ago, and Eckerd beat Florida State last week, so they now hold the 5-point lead. So the bonus point for North Florida is going to be key. North Florida currently has 3 tries. If they get one more try, they get a bonus point regardless of outcome. And as long as they win, they tie Eckerd. Embry Riddle going to take this one up over to the 10. The pass there, taken in a high tackle by Miller, and we'll see a delayed penalty, and it's going to be stopped, and it will be a penalty against North Florida for the high tackle. Luckily, no card against Jones. And coming off the field is going to be Jack Miller. Coming in will be Shabala. And here comes a kick for touch. That'll go out of play all the way back to the fence by Dunford.
Let's go!
We'll see a line out now for the Eagles. Throw in once again by Puitz. Canada has been the one going up there getting it for the Deadbirds. Now going to be one again by Embry Riddle, bobbled, and it's going to be kicked. This one's still rolling. Another attempted kick by Embry Riddle, bobbled again, and taken by North Florida, but they will play it from the knock-on. Clements with a good opportunity there, just unfortunate bobble, and it'll be a scrum down for Embry Riddle. So far, stalemate here in the second half, both teams exchanging territory, and it'll be no change in score, 19-5. North Florida leading tries 3-1. You see the scrum down right in front of the Embry Riddle subs. Big push, and now it goes all the way back, taken by the scrummy, and it'll be a penalty called against North Florida. And we'll see another kick by by Dunford. And that one going to go out of play right near the try line. So we'll see a little bit of that try line defense by North Florida. North Florida currently looking at the over-under. The predictions by the sideline whisperer. He said North Florida would win 34-10. That is still a possibility, but it'll require North Florida to hold Embry Riddle here. So we'll see a line out. Right by what looks like a 5. A good catch there, uncontested. Taking it now is Puitz. He gets tackled immediately. Pass all the way down the back line. Lucas, he'll hang on to it. Lucas with some speed. He dumps this one. And this one forward, picked up by Griffith. And he will get rucked immediately by the Deadbirds. And another bobble by North Florida. That one dropped right in front. And we will see.
Yeah, it's our scrum because they knock on first.
It looks like it was a knock-on the knock-on, and the first knock-on by Embry Riddle, so it'll be a scrum off the knock-on by North Florida. Don't worry, the fans already know rugby. Anything that kind of sound like it don't. I need to come to practice. We'll see scrum now for North Florida. Hanging on to the ball is Leoli. Big push by both teams. Leoli will come up with it, and he gets it back to Clements. Clements, he's going to have to hang on to it as he's mad immediately. He finally gets the kick away. That one going out of play, and I think that one hit a car. Actually, that one ended up in a truck.
Nobody's tired. Let's go.
Embry Riddle will get this ball right back as that kick went out of play for North Florida, so we'll see another line out. That one's short. It looks like a little bit of action, a little bit of trickery by Embry Riddle. Almost backfires as they're almost pushed out of bounds. This one taken alone by Wick. North Florida trying to counteract this one away, looking for the Jackal. Here comes another pass over to Rouget. Rouget being held up. North Florida looking for the maul. North Florida just basically going to hang on to him. We'll wait for the whistle. Here comes another maul, and that will be the whistle. And it'll be North Florida maul off of a great maul by North Florida. They just basically held that man up.
Well done, gents.
They got Deadbirds!
No change in score, 19-5 the score between North Florida and Embry Riddle. We'll see a scrum now for the Deadbirds. Scrum down just outside of the 10-meter line. Now going to be picked back. Leo's going to pick it up. Gets it to Clements, who passes it to Martin. Martin looking for the hole. Martin finds a hole. One to beat for Martin. Martin being grabbed by the jersey, passes it across for Clements. Clements, he looking for the pass over to Friend. Friend with a shove. Friend looking to score. And does Friend get in? Yes, he does. Christopher Friend. How about that? Have I ever seen Christopher Friend score, the former team president? I don't think I have. Maybe I'm mistaken, maybe I'm not, but it doesn't matter. Some good passes there by North Florida. I'm not sure if Clements needed a pass. I couldn't quite see if there was a defender in front of him. Maybe it was a 2-on-1 opportunity, but the crowd is loving that try by Christopher Friend, and just like that, it is 24-5 North Florida, which means that if North Florida secures this win, they will get a much-needed bonus point to tie them up in points with Eckerd. Leoli, 2 of 3 on the day for the conversion kicks. And he's going to have another tough one, this time on that far side corner.
There you go, Fred. Well done, boys. Well done.
Kick by Leoli. That one may not be high enough. Sure wasn't straight enough, so it'll be 24-5 North Florida as we enter roughly the 50th minute of play. That's the try North Florida was looking for. You needed something to gain back momentum, steal the hope away, and they get it.
There you go.
Simon, you're the other jumper.
Here comes the kick again. That one goes well more than 10. Newton coming down with it. Newton, he'll run into 2, and he will be rucked. Here comes the pass over to Griffith. Griffith, he'll escape not one but multiple tackles, and finally he'll be brought down. How did Griffith escape that one? Here comes one to Jones, who bowling balls his way. And I don't know about you, but that he may have gotten a strike, but I was hoping for the split. This one to Clements. That one goes all the way down back to Friend. Friend looking for the pass to Kurak. Kurak, he'll hang on to it. Kurak looking for the pass, gets it to Setzer. Almost forward, but doesn't get it. And we will hear a whistle, and now we will see, and it'll be penalty against North Florida. Embry Riddle hang on to it. North Florida can't tackle for 10. They finally do so. Pass from the ground by Embry Riddle. And being tripped down now is Embry Riddle. North Florida looking for the jackal. They get one. Great jackal there by Kurak. Kurak trying to go down. Sir telling Embry Riddle to release. Embry Riddle trying to get a maul of their own, taken out by Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for the push. And Gonzalez will be brought down and rucked by Barbosa and Jones. Clements to Setzer. Setzer with a booch kick. That one going to be picked up by Embry Riddle. Embry Riddle with a pass over to Puitz. Puitz trying to take it up himself, being met by Martin. Martin will hang this one up. Another maul coming up for North Florida. And they're hanging on to him, but it looks like he is down. So no successful maul there for North Florida. This one kicked, and it'll split the defenders and taken by Scary Terry. Terry, he'll stutter step and be brought down. Kurak will secure Gonzalez, hanging on to it. Gonzalez going to that in-touch line, very dangerous, but he's finally brought down. Griffin with Canada in support. Griffin, he'll be WWE down. Clements, back line looking to Martin. Martin hasn't seen the try line today. Almost a jackal there for Embry Riddle. Setzer over to Garrison. Garrison, he'll hang on to it. Garrison will get tackled, and we will see another phase for North Florida. Canada. Haven't been counting the phases, but I think we're at least up to 10 at this point. Here comes Jones with another attempt. Jones will get tackled after running about 3 meters. Kurak passes this one to Setzer. Setzer will hang on to it. Setzer looking to push it across the try line. He's going to get held up. And the Sir is going to tell Embry Riddle to roll away. This one's going to go all the way back between the legs of Kurak. Taken by Leoli. Taken now by number 17, Griffith. Griffith looking to reach over. He isn't able to do so. So far, great goal line defense by Embry Riddle. Jones looking for another attempt at Glory. Jones, he reaches across, not going to get there. Look for the back line for North Florida. Martin, this one slips Martin. Clements will pick it up. It'll be taken by Setzer. Setzer, he's looking to get across. Setzer, unable to get there. We'll see another phase. Taken by Clements. Clements, he'll be met right away. North Florida going backwards. Here comes an attempt up the middle by Gonzalez. Another attempt up the middle by North Florida. Not going to get there, though. North Florida looking for the back line again, and we'll hear a whistle. Looked like Friend wanted another try, but just like that, it'll be a penalty against North Florida. Great try-line defense by Embry Riddle to keep North Florida from getting another one on the board. So it is now 24-5 for the Deadbirds. This one kicked, and it'll go right out of play and caught by an alumni on the sideline. Who was that? Who was that?
Who called it?
Wearing a Deadbirds shirt behind.
That's all it.
North Florida trying to get the sub off. And coming in is going to be Logan, the forbidden nickname Holman. Coming in for Caleb Griffin and coming in for Scary Terry is going to be number 21, Cade Bonifacio. Some fresh bodies coming in for North Florida looking to maintain the score and maybe add another one to this one. Something we've seen in this game that we didn't see between Embry Riddle and Eckerd was a lot of defense. This has been a highly defensive affair as the lineout is won by Embry Riddle. Pass from the ground, and it'll be taken by number 11, Hayden Harvey. All alone was an Embry Riddle player who just keeps on rolling like a log in the river. Pass over. Looking is Lucas. Lucas trying to find a hole. He'll be met, and Lucas looking to get held up again by North Florida. North Florida is just basically keeping Embry Riddle, trying to force the mauls. It looks like we get to the department store instead. That one kicked from the ground, and it'll roll all the way out of play and in touch.
Catch your breath now. Catch your breath now. Let's go.
So we'll see a line out for North Florida right on the Embry Riddle 10. North Florida taking their time, trying to get the line out set. They're going to go to the second pod, and a good one taken by Jones. Jones, he's going to run sideways. Jones looking to split the gap again, and finally gets brought down. North Florida trying to reel this one back, taken by Gonzalez. Gonzalez, he'll shove one away. Look at Gabriel Gonzalez run! And Gonzalez, he'll be tackled short of the try line. Leoli looking for Clements. Clements throws this one all the way down for Friend again. Friend to what looks like it's a try. It looks like Martin got this one. And right as I said earlier that Martin couldn't score yet, but he just did. And just like that, it is 29-5 North Florida. Good passing there by the Deadbirds. I was honestly a little concerned by that pass from Christopher Friend. Looked like he was one-on-one, but he gets it to the more elusive Jason Martin. And just like that, North Florida going to get try, I believe, number 5. And they look to put themselves in the 30s. So here comes Leoli, still on that far side. He's a little bit closer. Leoli's kick. That one is up, and that one is good. How about that from Eric Leoli? And just like that, make it 29. No, make it 31-5. What a kick there by Leoli. I didn't know he had that one in him, and he is now 3 for 5 on the day. Dunford getting ready for the kick. That one goes more than 10. It will bounce. 1 hop, 2 hop, 3 hop taken by Holman. This one going to sit there. Holman picks it up. Holman, rucked by Friend. Leoli to Kurak. Kurak being met immediately. Leoli to Clements. Across for Setzer to Martin. Martin back to Setzer on the loop. The hang there, and here comes a foot race for Garrison. Garrison looking for the pass back to Martin. Martin with speed. Martin looking to score. Martin looking for the post, and Martin will dive this one down. And I will give that dive a 10 out of 10. And just like that, 31 becomes 36. This game pretty much proving that I know math, as North Florida now takes a 30-plus point lead, and much needed. You gotta understand, for the standings, Embry Riddle has had some incredible games, scoring 70 on a Florida State team that allowed, I believe, 48 on North Florida 2 weeks ago. Leoli getting ready for the kick. He'll have a much easier attempt, I believe, from right down the middle. 3 of 5 so far on the conversions. Leoli will back up. He'll wait. Leoli will pooch this one right through the upright, so 3 of 5 becomes 4 of 6.
Let's kick it.
Justin, you want off?
36 becomes 38 for North Florida, who have responded quickly with 2 straight Jason Martin tries. And that will shatter the mark left by the sideline whisperer, who said the final score was going to be 34-10. North Florida puts 4 more on it. The kick was short of the 10-meter line, but North Florida will take it right away. Taken now by Holman. Holman, he'll stay on his feet. Holman just making men miss. Pass to Gonzalez, a little low, but he'll hang on to it. Gonzalez, Embry Riddle looking to hold him up. Setzer will hang on to it, over to Garrison, and here comes Kurak, over to Cade. Holy cow, look at Bonifacio, who finds an open lane, and I think that might be his first one. Cade Bonifacio, are you kidding me? He turns on the speed, he walks down the sideline, and he will get the score for North Florida. Bonifacio did not answer my survey, so I'm going to say he likes trains and is the team furry. Well, regardless of what he likes and what he doesn't like, I'm sure he likes those 5 points that are going to be on his stats tomorrow morning. So, let's do the math now. Leoli, 4 of 6. Now looking to make it 5 of 7 from straight ahead. Leoli's kick is up, and it is good. And we'll lose another one to the force behind the pitch. I had to confirm it, but North Florida now has a 40-point lead. It is now 45-5, UNF over Embry Riddle. I like what Embry Riddle is saying. I love what Embry Riddle is saying. They're trying to gain their composure. They're trying to get some points on the board because they could still play spoiler in the points differential category. And here comes one by Clements. Clements will get it over to midway.
Nick, get one.
And he will be shoved right out of play, and it'll be a line out right at the 50 for the Eagles. And actually, excuse me, it's going to be a line out for North Florida. Kurak gets it to the second pod. And here comes Jones again. May runs a man over, but he's being brought down. Gonzalez pushing this one closer to the camera. This one over to McGee, and we'll hear a whistle. And it'll be a scrum down for Embry Riddle. And I'm being told it was because of a forward pass. I didn't quite see it. It looked like it was a normal pass over to McGee. but it also makes sense. The game is continuing. The boys are getting tired, and you're going to get mistakes like that. And honestly, what separates the good teams from the great teams is being able to push through being tired and not making mistakes like that. So we see a scrum down right on the 50-meter line. Crouch bind set by the Sir. That one going right through and will not be straight. And the Sir's actually addressing something over on that weak side. And honestly, I like that. This is probably, I say this every game I have announced in my career here at UNF. This is the most iconic part of the sport, the scrum, but it's also one of the most dangerous. It is crucial that you get this off right and you get this off safely. So I applaud any Sir that will call out when a scrum is not being played safely. And it's going to be an 8-man pickup by Rouget. He's going to be tackled immediately by Holman. And a big push there by North Florida. And Embry Riddle is going to push this one backward. And Holman's going to come back with it, and we'll hear a whistle, and it'll be a penalty. It looked like for a second the Sir was calling a free kick. So we'll see a kick now by Dunford. This one is up, and this one is long. And out of play inside the North Florida 22.
That'll be in play. Can't be a penalty kick.
Inside the 15-minute left to go mark, North Florida leads by 40. Embry Riddle looks to chip into that. You know, in spite of the fact that they're down this much with this much time left, I say don't count them out. Do not count anybody out until the clock reads 80. And Embry Riddle, short throw, but they're going to get it. Long pass over, gets it to Lucas. North Florida with big pushes, giant pushes, looking for the counter ruck, and North Florida's gonna get it. North Florida, they really wanted that jackal, and they were going to counter ruck even if they had to bring the whole team there. Long kick ends up in that tree. And I can't tell which side of the fence that ball landed on. Looked like it went behind the fence. Looking ahead for both teams, Embry Riddle starting a 3-game streak away. They will play Florida State on March 1st, while North Florida, in the midst of a home streak that will see them play Eckerd next week on March 1st. Line out one by North Florida. Gonzalez. He'll be wrapped around, he'll be held up, and he gets it to Leoli. Leoli's going to hang on to it. Leoli's going to be tackled, rucked by Holman. Kurak with a pass from Deck. That's interesting. And the rain's starting to come down. A perfect day for rugby from Jacksonville, Florida. Looks like Holman with the ball. Here comes a kick. That one going all the way down and going to be kicked by Embry Riddle. Stolen back again by North Florida. And we will hear a whistle. This one going to be taken by Embry Riddle. It's Rouget. Rouget. He'll get put down. Holman with a tackle on Harvey. This one rolling around and taken out with a pass. And another pass across by Embry Riddle. And he'll be picked up right through the legs of Newton. And you'll hear a whistle as North Florida looks for a sub. So it's a penalty against North Florida.
Mark up!
And we're going to see straight away for Embry Riddle, taken by number 4, Aksu. This one going all the way down, taken by Olmstead, and we will hear a whistle. So coming out for North Florida is going to be Canada and Newton, and coming in for North Florida is going to be
Where's that?
number 20, Zachary. Going to be Zachary Aki and number 22, Justin Ali. We'll see a scrum right by the, looks like the 22. I think the scrum is right down the 22.
Just outside.
And it's going to be taken by North Florida. Clemens looking for the kick. He's going to hang on to it. Gets it. Martin. He'll be forced to jump on it. He tries to push this one from the ground. And he'll be called for that for sure. There'll be a knock on against North Florida. We'll see another scrum. (45-5) the score. Less than 10 minutes left to go in this game as North Florida looks to wrap up a much-needed win and a much-needed bonus point as well. We'll see another scrum. The put-in for Embry Riddle, the Eagles, is going to be Hayden Harvey. Harvey with the put-in, and we will hear a whistle and a twist in the scrum. And it looks like a couple props came out a little hurt. Definitely giving a face as if that one was a little uncomfortable. Crouch bind set by the Sir. Big push there by Embry Riddle. They hang on to it. And this one going down the line being held by Dunford. Dunford, he'll hang on to it. And he'll get inside the 22. Taken now by Wick. And Embry Riddle knocking on the door. North Florida looking for a counter ruck. Great ruck there by Embry Riddle. Taken now by Rouget. Rouget being held. This ball going up. Gets this ball away to number 12, Erickson. Erickson, he's going to be held again. And North Florida trying to get another maul. They're trying to make lightning struck twice, but they're trying to force it. That's what's driving me a little crazy about it. And here comes a pooch kick by Dunford. And this one going to go all the way back. And that one going to go all the way out the back of the try zone. But it's going to be a delayed penalty against North Florida. So you see a quick tap taken by Roger. Here comes a quick Embry Riddle looking for those short passes. Ball looked like it may have come loose for a second. Looks like the supposed to say it stays in play. Taken now by Dunford. Dunford, long pass away. This one tipped. And it's going to be picked up by North Florida on the pass attempt to Lucas. And UNF is going to pick it up. And it'll be another penalty against North Florida. That's honestly, North Florida, they're committing these penalties, but you can see they're tired as well. And that's going to be what they need to work on ahead of Eckerd. Another counter ruck attempt by North Florida. Christopher Friend trying to get in there. And here comes a pick and go by Erickson. He's going to be met immediately. This one going to the center, taken by number 5, Thomas Keenan. This one heading over. It's going to be held on to by Dunford. And another tackle there against Erickson. It's going to be a direct take by Rouget. Taken again. Here comes a pooch kick. It's going to be caught by Bonifacio. And he'll catch it. It looked like he may have been offside. What's the call? And a little confusion on where the touch judge was. Embry Riddle going to take a line out close by the try line.
Pack it! Hey, Brayden, talk to Justin. Talk to him, make sure he knows.
Our clock says 76, but the most accurate clock for the game is going to be on the wrist of the serve. So we have roughly 3.5 minutes left to go in this game, but we'll see when that serve brings up his whistle to end it. And a quick direct to the 5. This one going to roll between his legs and shoving him out of bounds is going to be North Florida. So it'll be a
Good D.
It'll be a line out for North Florida. North Florida needs to win the line out, but then they are backed up into their own try line. That one almost botched again. This one going back for Clemens. Clemens not going to have any room. He's going to have a choice. He's going to run it. He manages to get the kickoff. This one going right by Dunford and goes all the way down. Dunford going to get a kick. We're going to get a little bit of tennis. Clemens, he'll catch the ball. Clemens, he'll pass this one. And taken by Garrison. Garrison, he'll lose the ball, taken by Martin. And that one close for Garrison, and he is slow to get up. He's hanging on. To his legs, so it'll be a scrum down for Embry Riddle was my guess. But Garrison gonna be slow to get up. There's only about a minute left in this game. The question is, does Garrison really want to stick it out there?
Hey, Ty, come on. Nancy, come on.
Here comes the scrum for Embry Riddle. Big push by North Florida. This one going all the way back, and North Florida's going to steal this one away. It's picked up, and a big kick by North Florida. This one rolling all the way down to the try line, and it's going to be kicked back and out of play by Embry Riddle. Dunford with a heads-up play, and that is going to end the game for North Florida. Final score, 45-5, and that will do it. North Florida will host their final home game in a 3-game series against Eckerd, while Embry Riddle will move on to Florida State. I've been Alex Jenkins announcing because I cannot kick. Have a good day, everyone.